What are the practical steps to start figuring that out? A, talk to a counselor like yourself.
Yes.
That's an option.
Mm-hmm.
What would some other things be?
Figure out the source of mistrust. If it's your parents, figure out what they did that made them untrustworthy. And then figure out, what do I need to be able to trust somebody else? And then figure out, if you don't trust yourself, figure out what you need to change so that first you'll trust yourself. 2, you can demonstrate to somebody else that you're trustworthy. And 3, make sure you have the emotional capacity to trust before you get in a relationship. If you don't, seek counseling. That's the best way to figure out the root cause and get you through to a place where you can be able to trust your partner. God is the very foundation of a relationship. The next is trust. Trust is easy to get at the beginning of the relationship, but when trust is broken, it takes 10 times more work to regain trust.
Should you change for your partner?
Not at the very core of who you are. Never change who you truly are. And that's why you have to take the time up front to know who you are. Most people spend their lives wearing a mask to accommodate themselves to other people's needs. The Greatest Showman has a song in it, "This is me. I make no apologies." I want you to operate from a position, this is me, I make no apologies. It doesn't mean you can't change certain behaviors, certain shortcomings. It means at the very core, this is who I am, and I make no apologies for it. I have ADHD, I'm all over the place. That's not something I can change. I can medicate it, but at the very core, I will always have ADHD. If talking to someone and they bounce around and they don't stay on the topic makes you feel disrespected, I'm not a good person to be in relationship with. It's not a condemnation of who I am. That's just how I am. I have to have somebody that's willing to allow me to be me, answer a lot of different questions, go on a rabbit trail. My wife is really good at pulling me off a rabbit trail. She doesn't make me feel bad because I go on them. She's like, "Babe, you need to come back to the point." Oh, my bad. That works because my wife doesn't get upset or offended that I go off on a rabbit trail. She loves me enough to pull me off the rabbit trail and get me back on topic.
What is the biggest red flag in a new relationship?
If you do what I'm telling you to do, if somebody doesn't meet your job description, that should be a red flag. If someone's anger is explosive, if they hit things, if they're road rage, they probably have an anger problem. Is this somebody I want to be with? Red flags, trying to isolate you, take you away from your friends so that they can have you alone, controlling what you wear, controlling who you talk to, the inability to trust. I love when somebody goes, "I think my partner's having an affair." If you think it, they probably are, because they're giving you enough information to say, "I'm unfaithful." Be willing to trust your heart and your gut. If something doesn't feel right, it's not right. Stop and talk about it. If you don't get to a place where you're comfortable, it's probably a huge red flag. Have a lot of hard conversations. If they're unwilling to introduce you to their friends and family, probably a red flag that they're in another relationship and they're trying to keep you hidden. So make sure that you're exploring all areas. And if something doesn't feel right, talk about it.
How do you know if someone is the one?
I think Hollywood has done a horrible job in trying to portray what a romantic, wonderful relationship is. When you get married, that person is the one. So make sure you do the work up front to make sure the relationship is easier to be the one. I don't think there's a soulmate. I don't think If you spend all of your time trying to find your soulmate, the person that is my other half that completes me, I think you're searching in the wrong place. Be the right person. Be complete before you get in a relationship, because strong plus strong equals stronger. Don't look for the person who gives you the butterflies. Look for the person who's willing to get down in the pit with you when you're at your lowest point, put their arm around you, and help you walk forward. It's the strength when you're down. It's the strength when everything goes bad. It's, will this person walk through me? Will this person walk through things with me when I'm at my lowest point? Don't look for the butterflies. The butterflies comes, that's infatuation. In dating, we focus on all the areas where we're the same. In marriage, we focus on all the areas where we're different. Figure out your differences and make sure those are differences you can live with. If you have somebody who's willing to have the hard conversations over and over again, they're the one.